Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of Live from the Shy. I'm Jeremiah We got great interviews all week. We got one episode less, but still two amazing guests. And we don't waste no time. Let's get to our guest tonight. All right, guys. Our guest on tonight's episode is a rapper from Chicago, Illinois. Please welcome Osa North.
What's going on, man? Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, sir. Osa, how's it going, man?
Man, the going is good. The going is good. Having a great time working on material during this pandemic, during this lockdown, but just exploring new avenues and new arenas and really just trying to continue to spread positivity. I'm so glad to be on your show, Jeremiah. The rapper Jay.
For sure. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. To get started, tell us about yourself and how'd you get into rapping?
For sure. Well, my name, obviously, or not obviously, but I'm Osa North. And for those of you who don't know, I make music. I make merchandise. I act sometimes in videos, in music videos. What else? So that's like right off bat, like that's kind of my resume right now. You can look at my merchandise online at osanorth.bigcartel.com, or you can listen to my songs on Apple Music and Spotify. Just type in Osa North. So I am a Nigerian 25-year-old rapper. I feel like I'm one of the hottest, if not the hottest artist right now. You feel me? Like, and I'm really my social political location right now is really what's driving my music and my new material. It's giving it a new sense of direction.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir, man. That's excellent, man. We're always excited to hear new music from people coming soon, especially Osa North, man.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
man. You got some of the best music in the city, no cap.
Oh wow. And Chicago, thank you. Chicago's a very talented city too. This is known to be as reported as the Mecca of music. Even though there's a lot of talent around the United States in this country. Mm-hmm. But Chicago is known to be, yeah, go ahead.
For sure, man. You definitely up there, and it proves itself because you had a cool opportunity last year to perform with Ajani Jones, another talented artist in Chicago. You guys performed on Fox 32. Tell us about that opportunity.
Oh, whole time I think that was actually 2018 or yeah, I know it wasn't last year. It was a minute ago though. I posted it on social media last year. Yeah. So that's kind of like For in terms of documenting, I guess it's a year old now, but we were on Fox News 2 years ago or so with Anna Augusta, with More Love and the one and only Ajani Jones. So Anna and I were assisting him during his debut at Fox News. So that was really incredible. Shout out to Good Day Chicago. Like that was my first feel as far as like the official camera guy, the sound team, the cueing and all of that. That was really cool. It was an eye-opening experience, and I'm very grateful to Closed Sessions and Ajani Jones for that opportunity.
Definitely, no, I agree with you, man. Those experiences are like, they make you get like this type of feeling, like, wow, like we're up here, doing big things and stuff.
Yeah, it was really cool, like just being there and then like witnessing firsthand like who's on the other side of the camera and how that entire production happens. It's like, okay, so this is like this person cues this person, and like it seems like there's no audience, but there's like people behind, like watching. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I totally get you, man. It's definitely a great experience, and it's well deserved for you, man, and to
thank
experience
you.
that. And it's a cool thing that Ajani lets you guys join
Yeah,
him for that experience as well.
yeah. You feel me? Like when he asked me to get involved in that, it was pretty much a, you know what I'm saying? Um, what's the word I'm looking for? It was right off bat, like knee jerking response, like, yes, like I'm down. Like, let's go. Like, don't even tell me any more details. Like, thank you.
Say
So shout
less,
to
of
your right.
course. So you got one of your sweaters on, and it says
Yeah,
1900, man. Tell us about that and what that means to you.
yeah, definitely. 1900, that's a serious question. Thank you for asking. So something that really means a lot to me, before I'm just very glad I have the opportunity to talk about 1900. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Um, it's a really socio-historic movement idea, and its ontology basically varies from being a race, because a lot of times race is a social construct. It
Hmm.
could be a race, it could be agency, a form of power, for people who have like similar beliefs. If you're in if you were born in the 20th century, if you mean 1950, I was born 1995, so if you're born in the 20th century, you automatically belong to 1900, you belong to this group, you have an opportunity to champion this and be glad that you're among a group of people who have the power to make changes and who have like cutting edge um, cutting edge technology at their fingertips. But more so though, this has evolved and grown into something that's more so like a sense of power for people who not only listen to my music but buy my merchandise. It's a source of agency. Like we can feel like we have some sort of code that's not uh, like mainstream, or that's not like like Gucci or Balenciaga. Like it's a grassroots uh, brand that I created, black owned brand.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
sir.
yeah, it definitely varies though. Thank you. If you do you get what I'm saying, kind of?
No, I get you. I get you. I
Yeah.
mean, like you have like a meaning, but it could be several meanings too. And it's really
Yes,
and,
exactly.
and it's kind of like music. You allow your fan base to create the meaning for it.
Man, that's what it's about too. A lot of times, it's not good to leave art up to interpretation. That's told to me by a different artist once upon a
Hmm.
time. But my own sub-person experience has been like, it can be always changing and evolving and varies, like very fluid. It's not so much essential. It's not like, because when something is essential, it's centered. It's like fixed. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have the opportunity to be fluid or to grow or to change. So it's not like an essential idea, and and at the same time, it's not marginalized. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? It's not like shifted to the side either. So it's something very serious that I created. Thank you.
Yes, sir. No problem. Now on to the music part, man. You dropped three projects this year, man. It's just it's just Water 3, uh Always on Tour, and Five Boys, Three Cars.
Yes, sir. You already know.
Most,
Five boys,
yeah, a lot of
three cars.
a lot of people usually don't drop so many projects in a year. Tell us why you decided to drop three in half a year.
Man, bro, it's a blessing. It's really a blessing by the grace of God. It's just Water 3. I dropped that one, January 7th. In January, early January. I think it was
Hmm.
the 17th. But when I did It's Just Water.
January 17th.
Yeah, right. That was it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yes,
So
sir.
when I released that one, Jeremiah, bro, I was like, I just needed a sequel to Issues Water, because Issues Water was my debut album from 2016, November 30th, 2016. So fast forward 4 years, I hadn't dropped a follow up to that. I was doing other EPs and things like that. So I was like, man, like I really wanted to have like a series, like you know how Wayne has the Carter series, or the Dedication series, or the No Ceilings is only anyway. But there are other artists who have like a series of tapes. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of another one off the top, but Wayne was obviously like my the person I was trying to emulate in terms of that. That was just Water 3, and you were on track 2, Draft Pick,
Yeah.
or you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
You
sir.
and Snowy Joey were on track 2, and that's like the strongest record on that entire album because of your delivery. Hey, he said,
Thank,
hey,
thank you, bro.
he said, "Who that picked me first?" Hey, this
Yes,
man,
sir.
hey, man,
Draft pick
hey,
was that was a vibe, man.
for real. And like I remember the session too when we were recording. You did yours in one take. You did your verse in one take. That was like a legendary experience. You
Yes, I
feel me?
was man. That track was lit, man. I was feeling it, man, and the vibes was right in the studio. So I was ready. I was ready before the Stu session, bro.
And I just rock with the way you were flowing on that one too. You feel me? Like just like the calmness of your delivery, and then how you built it up was incredible. You feel me? And then
Thank you,
the
thank you.
chorus obviously was strong too. So Draft Pick was one of my favorites. Shout out to Seagull who produced that one. And then fast forward my birthday, April 3rd, that was when I released Always on Tour. And that was a 2-track effort with Mercy and Joe Mapel. And I kind of just wanted to like just release some Afrobeat. I feel like Afrobeat, um, like the Afrobeat scene was kind of missing my voice at the time because I hadn't really dropped a banger since 2018 with Sorrow. So I was like, all right, 2020, let me just try. Let me see if I still got this Afrobeat. I
Yeah,
did it. It was decent. It was decent, but I was like, I could go harder though. I could go harder. So that's when I did 5 Boys, 3 Cars, and like, yeah, bro.
yes,
That's
sir.
my most recent tape, which dropped Juneteenth, June 19th, and I really wanted to be a statement for the Black community and for me as an artist. I just wanted to elevate myself to that, um, and release an album to that effect.
Hmm. Definitely, man. And you said you do Afro beats and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Tell us about that.
true
Why
that.
why is that, your specialty? Now I know you do different type, you rap over any type of beat, but we know Osa North for the classic Afro beat bangers. Tell us about that.
Yeah, thank you so much for recognizing that I can do a lot, though. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Of course, man.
You know, thank you. And you can do a lot too. You're versatile as well, man, with your talk shows and your rapping in the bars. You feel me? And
Thank you,
you're,
bro.
a
Thank you.
super diligent guy. Yeah. Um, but Afrobeat really was. I was introduced to Afrobeat like at an early age. I feel like that's why. Um, I mean, I was introduced to music at an early age too, but like Afrobeat was kind of introducing me later during that phase. Because first I was in America listening to Bow Wow and Chris Brown and all that, you know what I'm saying? And then at age 11, I go to Nigeria and it's like, okay, like it's a different sound kind of here. Like, like they still rock with Jay-Z and all them, but like, it's a difference. I didn't know who Nice was. I didn't know who Two Face was, or D'banj or P Square or Phase or all of these guys. And I slowly began to like walk the walk and talk the talk. So I attribute my time in Nigeria to my Afrobeat music. Like that, they
Hmm.
really helped open my eyes to that sound, that drum, and dancing. Dancing they danced differently back then. Moves like the Yahuze, the Alanta. Um, yeah. So come back to America, and I wasn't like making Afrobeat sounds while I was in Nigeria. I was just like learning the culture and absorbing it, being a sponge. So lo and behold, when I started doing music in America, it's like, okay, I can rap, I can sing, but I felt like there was still something that I could do to push like my envelope, to push my boundaries, and to like separate me from a lot of the other artists here. So that's when I really began to start with Afro beats, and I dropped Melody in 2017. Shout out Wani. Wani helped me produce that and engineer that and record that in his dorm. And when we did Melody, it was like, it was instantly. It was really, really instantly, because people didn't expect me to do that. I had just dropped It's Just Water, my debut album, so it was like, okay, he's a rapper, he's a singer, woo woo. But then when I did Melody, it was like, okay, well, why does he sound different like this? Like, this is cool. So, but the thing is, though, when I got to that point, it was like, okay, well, can you maintain that that velocity? Can you maintain that trajectory? And by the grace of God, like, I had dropped other efforts after Melody, but they weren't really going according to plan or whatever. But when I dropped Sora, things picked back up for me. That was with Beats by Big H, DJ KO, and Jake Mella. So yeah, Afro beats is something that I really enjoy, or not enjoy, but I really admire and I take very seriously because of the connotation and the stigma attached to Africans or Black people. So there is an aesthetic that we do have an aesthetic that I feel like we can share. We can do a better job of sharing, which will directly affect the threat that we face today, which is, police brutality and racism and all that. So once they see that we have the ability to create our own philosophies and we do have an aesthetic and a beauty to us, by they I mean whites. Once they see that, I feel like we could get closer to being a better society.
Yeah, I appreciate you sharing that story, man, with us.
Yeah.
And before we let you go, tell the people where they can follow you. You touched upon in the beginning, but you gotta let the people know again where they can follow you, listen to your music, and all that stuff, and the merch too.
Instantly. You can follow me at Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, at Osa North. That's OSANORTH. You can also shop with me if you like my merchandise, my clothing at osanorth.bigcartel.com. Thank you so much, the rapper J, bro. Jeremiah, thank you so much.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. Always, man.
Stay safe, broski. My thanks to Osa North for joining me this evening. And if you'd like to be a part of the show, send in an email submission to talkshowshy@gmail.com. And we'd appreciate over here if you gave us a subscription, like, comment, because we got great interviews. And where else would you go for great interviews? Other than that, I'm Jeremiah Paprocki. Stay safe, everyone.